Can I ask you a question? When was the last time you looked at your vision board? And I'm not talking about, glancing at it, the fact that it's your wallpaper, so you're forced to look at it in the morning. I'm saying like you really looked at it. Around January, I had made a video talking about how to create like your perfect vision board that you would execute. And while doing that, while making that video, I talked about itemizing all the things you wanted on your vision board. And now I think you have to go back to that itemized list instead of just looking at the pictorial version of your vision board. If you've looked at it in the last 6 months, have you really like thought about, oh, this was what I wanted to achieve, this is how it would have looked, have I been able to get there, what are the steps that I'm making to get there if I haven't gotten there yet, what are the pieces in place? And honestly, if you're anything like me, January probably seems like a long time ago. But it's like two whole years has passed, and it was a different time then. Like when you were looking at your vision board, you saw everything, your dreams in your mind, like your dreams were coming to life. As opposed to now, reality has set in, and you're like, I was a bit ambitious, maybe I was a bit ambitious. Maybe you have done some things. Maybe you have been able to like make specific headways. Maybe life threw a curveball at you. Maybe life is just lifing and you haven't been able to achieve all of that. It's very human, it's very normal. I saw a TikTok where a lady was saying, maybe I don't want as strict of a program as I thought because I haven't done a lot on my vision board. And yeah, so sometimes it gets like that. But here's what I think it's very important for you to know. Just because your vision board has not gone exactly as you want it to go, doesn't mean your vision is failed. It doesn't mean what you want is not going to be achieved. It doesn't mean like the entire thing needs to be scrapped. Like, oh, no more vision board. We're not doing this again. I don't think that's what it means. In fact, the fact that we're in the middle of the year means this is the most important time. This is something you can flip the script. You can easily change things and start making things happen the way you want them to. I think what really hurts us sometimes is we get into our mind that a vision board has to happen the exact way we imagine it to. Before this month, I must have done this. Before this week, I must have done this. It's very strict. It's like a contract. It's like a contract. Fulfill this end, and this would happen. And if you're not able to fulfill your end, like you're left with this. Oh, I haven't done my end of the bargain. But really, it doesn't have to be like that. A vision board isn't a prison. It's not a contract. It's not something that you have to cling onto for. It's not something that you have to cling on to for dear life. It can be flexible. It can be anyhow you want it to be. So if you made a plan at the beginning of the year that I want to lose 50 pounds, I want to be able to buy a car, I want to be able to buy this laptop or this phone that I want, you can tweak that. I'm not necessarily tweak it like how people say, oh, I want to I want to save. Or someone's like, oh, I want to save myself. Like, how like people used to make like memes about it. I want you to know you can tweak it. For example, if you had on your vision board that you wanted to lose 50 pounds and you've noticed that, oh, you've only been able to lose 5 pounds, now you're coming to terms with the fact that this might not be the most realistic point of view. So you go back to the drawing board. Same as like buying a car. Like, oh, maybe I'm not able to buy a car now, but how much have I been able to save? How much realistically, if I keep going at this pace that I'm going, how much would I be able to save at the end of the year? Like making it more, not say like, oh, realistic, but making it fit your lifestyle, making it fit where you are now. There's so many things that could have happened from the beginning of the year till now that have shifted your mindset on what you wanted to achieve. Maybe you have to now take care of your family. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you didn't get admitted into the university or the program that you wanted. All of that is understandable, but again, it doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you haven't been able to achieve anything. It just means you have to shift your mindset and accommodate this new reality that you're currently in. And sometimes the first half is just planning. Maybe the beginning of the year was you still trying to figure things out, trying to put things in place to execute it for the next 6 months. And as I have said, your vision board is not a prison. It's not something that you're bound to. It's not a contract. You can always shift it. If you wanted to lose 50 pounds, you can say, okay, yeah, now I want to lose 25 pounds. If you wanted to buy a car, you can like, oh, I want to save towards buying a car. If you were in, oh, I wanted to read 50 books, now you can say, oh, I want to read 25 books. You can shift it, you can make it more realistic. And a good example for this for me was the fact that I wanted to start my journey to becoming a chartered accountant and a tax professional as well. But due to the fact that my results are not ready for me to be able to start applying for these programs, I have to like shift focus, and I at the beginning, I even knew that, oh, I had to be flexible about it. Instead of saying I'm going to become a chartered accountant in 2026, I said, oh, I'm going to start the process of becoming a chartered accountant in 2026. But if that's also not if that's also not something I can accomplish, I can shift my goals. There can also be things that you didn't put in your vision board, but now you're starting to achieve, you're starting to gain passion for, and you're starting to do better in. You can also tweak your vision board to reflect that. For example, I didn't put Duolingo as part of like my vision board. I did put it in 2025, but I didn't put it in 2026. And I've been able to stay like very consistent. And I feel like it's something to be proud of, and it's something I can add to my vision board, because the fact that I've been able to do it for the past 6 months can mean that I'll be able to do it towards the end of the year. Like tweaking things. Also, at the beginning of the year, I had zero plans on working out. I had zero plans on losing weight, because it wasn't in my immediate goal. It wasn't in the things I wanted to achieve for 2026. But then I realized that, oh, I'd like to be a bit more fit. I'd like to have I would like to have a better routine when it comes to my health. And now I'm thinking along those lines. I'm trying to register for memberships. I'm trying to walk every morning and every evening, just to see how I can keep a healthier lifestyle. Adding that is also not a bad thing. Skincare was also something I didn't have any intention of doing, but now I'm looking into it. I'm buying face masks. I want to buy like different forms of skincare and just start slow. If that's something I'm able to accomplish, I can easily put that into my vision board as well. So you don't have to be strict with it. You can be flexible. So here are 5 questions to ask yourself when you're trying to reevaluate your vision board. Number 1, what goal still excites me? What goal are you looking at? Like, yeah, I'm still excited to make this happen. The timeline hasn't elapsed. I'm still at the position where this can happen, and I am excited to do this. There's some things on your vision board that you're not really excited to do. A good one for me was applying for scholarships abroad, applying for different NGO programs and like women-led things like gender equality stuff. I was really excited about that at the beginning of the year, but right now I'm not really focused on that. I'm more focused on a more professional life, less of NGOs and more of the corporate world. So I wouldn't really say that is still exciting for me. The second question is, what goal no longer fits who you've become? What do you feel like, oh, is on your vision board now that doesn't really reflect who you want to be in future? How has your mindset shifted? What is no longer as important to you as it was before, and it doesn't really tie into the overall perception of who you want to be in life. That's something you should ask yourself as well. The third question is, what's one habit that's stopping you? For me, I want to be creating more YouTube videos, and a habit that's stopping me is laziness, lack of planning. When I plan videos, like I planned this one, it works out great. But when I'm not planning, when I'm not putting things in place to be able to get me there, I don't achieve those goals. I don't achieve the plans that I've set out. So ask yourself, like, what is one habit that is stopping you? How can you shift it? How could you make it better? How could you reduce its effect on your productivity? The fourth question is, what's one tiny action you can take today? Whether that's planning your life, whether that's saving 5k out of your salary, whether that's just going out for a walk. What is that one thing that you can do? One small thing this week. It doesn't even have to be right now as you're watching this video. It doesn't have to be today. It can be the entire week. What's that one thing you can do that can get you towards that vision board that you have created faster? Like, what's just a small thing? Again, it doesn't have to be this big groundbreaking thing. Just something small. Ask yourself that. And the last question is, who do I need to become to reach this goal? Is there this vision, this person that you're trying to become? They say this, oh, fake it till you make it. And it's true. You actually have to fake it until you make it. Are you putting in the effort that will be able to help you achieve these great things? If you're someone that you want to have A's for the semester, and you find yourself, you're sleeping early, you're not going to classes on time, you're not reading the materials, are you really going to get straight A's? If you were used to reading for 5 hours, maybe now you have to read for 6, 7 hours. Maybe there has to be more. Like, to reach that level of who you want to become, you have to be that person that, cite it. You have to cite it. If you know what I mean. So if today is the first day you've looked at your vision board in months, welcome back. Welcome back. It's a beautiful experience. It's so nice to be able to put down what you want on a page, make it into this beautiful pictorial art that you get to look at and you're like, oh, this is what I want to achieve. There's no need to crawl back into your shell. It does not need to give up on your goals simply because you haven't been able to achieve it in the first 6 months. There's still an entire 6 months to go. Your goals are not judging you. Your dreams have not expired, and you can always adjust it to fit your current lifestyle. And maybe this isn't the year that everything happens, but it can be the year where you start moving towards the things that will happen. Keep reflecting, keep adjusting, keep thinking about it, and come up with something that is concrete and would help you achieve all your goals. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you. I hope you've been able to shift in the way you have been thinking about your vision board and your goals for the year. And I hope this inspires you to keep going and to keep pushing and to get everything you've ever wanted in life. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.